Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new day of Road to TC World 2019. Let me just adjust this tiny Rayquaza into what it's supposed to be, a huge Rayquaza towering over me and watching over our games. And so, as you can see, we are going to be playing with an updated Vikavolt deck. Wow, it's crazy how my face gets cut off right there. If I stand up too straight. So, an updated Vikavolt. The structure of the deck is very similar to what we were playing before. However, and I definitely should have an Rayquaza in this deck, probably over a Cynthia. So I'm gonna add that really quickly. The structure of the deck basically remains the same, but we do have a couple of new Pokemon to use. So first off, we have 4 Rayquaza GX, 180 HP, and then we have the ability Stormy Winds, where when you play Rayquaza down and when you play Rayquaza down, you have a choice. You can either discard the top 3 cards or not. If you do, then you can attach a basic energy card from your discard pile onto the Rayquaza. Yeah, but the good part is you don't have to discard an energy in those 3 cards for you to be able to attach it. You just need to choose to use the ability, and if there was an energy previously in your discard pile, then you can simply attach it. Yeah, and then we have the attack Dragon Break, where you deal 30 damage times the amount of basic grass and basic lightning energy attached to your Pokemon. So with Vikavolt, with the aid of Vikavolt's ability, we will be able to be dealing a lot of damage with Dragon Break. And finally we have the Tempest GX attack, where we discard hand and we draw 10 cards. A really good way to try and set up, although Marshadow usage is at an all-time high, so the timing Tempest is going to be very, very important. Now we have a 3-3 line of Vikavolt for support. Vikavolt, its ability Strong Charge, you may search your deck for a grass energy and a lightning energy and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you want. Therefore, we get to power up race, we get to power up different attackers. Even Vikavolt is a decent attacker with its Electro Cannon attack, dealing 150 damage and discarding 3 energy. But the main purpose of Vikavolt is to power up Rayquaza. And then our new tools are Shaymin, PRISM Star, which has 80 HP, free treat cost, which is very nice, especially for this deck, and has the attack Flower Storm, where you deal 30 damage times the amount of basic energy attached to all of your Pokemon. So Shaymin is basically a mini Rayquaza, yeah? It has essentially the same attack for 1 less energy cost, but a more specific one in the double grass. But you're dealing the same amount of damage that a Rayquaza would be dealing. So that's really good. And it has the grass typing, which can be useful, and especially off of a non-GX, which is very, very important. Now, the other useful Pokemon is Koko PRISM Star. Because the ability Dance of the Ancients, you get to choose 2 of your benched Pokemon. If this Pokemon is on your bench, you choose 2 of your other benched Pokemon, then to each of them you attach a lightning energy card, which is really, really nice because you get more energy into play. You immediately power up Rayquaza's or even Shaymin's attack by 60 just by using this ability. We likely won't ever attack with Vikavolt. There might be some situations where we do, but probably not. And yeah, overall pretty good attacker. Now we have the Marshadow for support, we have the Lele's for support and to help us in setting up, and we have the Delmice as well as another option for a non-GX attacker. Now supporters wise, we have double Lily, double Cynthia, triple Guzma to make sure that we're targeting the right Pokemon, triple Volkner because Volkner is a way where we can directly search for the rare candy and an energy to boot, or the Ultra Ball or whatever piece we are missing to set up our Vikavolt, and finally an Rayquaza, which you just saw me add. And there's been some discussion in the chat about whether or how good Rayquaza is. I think it's a really, really, really great card. However, you don't want to commit to 4 copies of it because on turn 1, especially if you go first, it's not very good. Now, items wise, we have the 4 Recandium for Ultra Ball to maximize consistency in setting up the Vikavolt, which is our priority. We have 2 Mysterious Treasures as well. which can search for the Rayquazas, but also Marshadow and Lele, and triple Nest Ball so that we can set up double Grubbin on turn 1, which will be a priority. Double Energy Recycler to recycle energy that we lose by losing Rayquazas, one Risky Stretcher to recover a Pokemon that we might need at any given point, 2 Lysander Labs to stop tool cards like the ever popular skateboards from functioning, and also Choice Bands to try and make our Rayquazas survive for a little bit longer, and finally 7 Lightning Energy and 7 Grass Energy round out the deck. And so let's jump into ladder and see what we can do with this updated Vika Ray deck. Now, will Erika make her way into some expanded lists? I don't think so, because Colress is strictly better. Anytime you would Erika's for however many Pokemon your opponent's bench and active would be, Colress will be just 1 card less from that, but potentially more because of your side of the field. So Colress is 100% a worse. I mean, Erika's is 100% a worse Colress most of the time. They're both useless on turn 1 as well. So they're very similar, but Colress is vastly superior. Okay, so neither starter is honestly great. And speaking of a turn 1 Erika's, I think starting the Grubbin is fine though. Not ideal, but it's fine. So yeah. And indeed, also harder to get a low hand size and expanded, so there's no, like, it's not necessary to work off of the restriction that Erika's have when you have Colress. So yeah, definitely Colress is the superior choice every time over Erika's. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and discard the other Lightning, and I don't think I'm gonna end up using neither Tapu Koko's ability nor Rayquaza's. I'm debating the Rayquaza's ability though. Oh my gosh, I prized both Lilies. Are you kidding me? Wow, this honestly might change what I want to do, because I need to secure the second Grubbin. I 100% need to secure the second Grubbin. I can't believe I prized both Lilies. It wouldn't have changed that. I would have gone for the Lele, but wow. Okay, so I will go ahead and Volkner here for a Nest Ball, because I need a second Grubbin. There's a very high chance that my that my Grubbin goes down this turn, right? A very high chance because of the nature of the Zapdos deck. And sure, I think I am going to use Stormy Winds. Cynthia, a rare candy that's not great. I will grab the grass, however, but losing the rare candy is definitely not great. I will attach an energy, and then I think I will just pass. Hopefully my opponent plays down all his Pokemon down this turn, and I can Erika's for 6. We are just going to see a straightforward Volkner for a Nest Ball, so Erika's will draw us 2, but not great. Dusknoir Burning Shadows is really strong with Erika, indeed. Maxonic, you've been fooling with the Dene with the new Emolga. You can do 60 damage to the bench every turn. Okay, that sounds decent. We see their aura with Zapdos, however, so I will draw 3 cards with Erika, which is not terrible. The Nest Ball top deck is nice because I can set up a Ray. Delmice feels like it could be important in this matchup. Non-GX attackers are going to be key against Zapdos, especially Delmice, which has extra HP. And so we shall Erika for 3. I don't expect to get Rare Candy Ray. I mean Rare Candy... not Rare Candy Ray, Rare Candy Vikavolt. I think I just pass here. I am pretty sure I simply pass. I will lose the Grubbin next turn. There's no guarantee that I get the Rare Candy Vikavolt next turn. I'm gonna need a fantastic top deck of either Rare Candy, Vikavolt, or Ultra Ball. So it's not looking great. Well, at least I will be able to attack and get a K on that Zapdos thanks to a Koko, Prism Star, and or the Ray, and or the Volkner. Yeah, the Volkner is gonna get me the Stretcher to put down the second Grubbin once again, because one Grubbin is priced. Or we can see the Escape Rope, which I don't mind at all. Yeah, I was gonna say, you don't play Escape Rope here, you play it next turn to reuse the Zapdos attack. However, I am going to KO the Zapdos right here. Okay, that's a decent card to draw, I guess. Definitely need the Stretcher, definitely want the Lightning, so I have an energy to attach for turn. And I will go ahead and Stretcher back the Grubbin, because I really want to have the option to set up Vikavolt at any point. I could... Koko Prism Star I think powers up. I do have two Lightning, right? Yeah. Definitely powers up the Delmise. Probably powers up the Lele. Or I could just use Ray here and save the Koko Prism Star for later. That sounds a little bit better. Oh, another rare candy gone. That is definitely not great. Another rare candy gone off of the Stormy Winds. And honestly, this was my story at Dallas. I played Ray at Dallas, and I kept discarding max elixirs off of Stormy Winds. So it was like, well, okay, so definitely not gonna have a lot of energy acceleration going. Okay. Okay, so Grubbin gets KO'd. As expected, my opponent is actively chasing down the Grubbins. It is going to cost him quite a bit though, and as long as I keep finding energy, it shouldn't be too bad. The fact that he plays their Aura indicates that perhaps he's not... Only one Lightning though. I think I still go for the ability. As long as I have Rayquazas powered up, should be fine. And then I'll do that, and then I'll bench the Shaymin, and then a Lily. No rare candy Vikavolt here. I do get another attack off, so this Rayquaza has now been very cost effective, right? This Rayquaza has now been cost effective, and I get the rare candy off of the prizes. So if the Grubbin survives, if the Grubbin survives, I will be able to get Vikavolt, and I will be able to KO Zeraora. So it seems like we're under control. Yeah. Daniel Davis, you tried Ray with Naga. What do you think of that combo instead of Vika? I don't like it because, like, you have to worry about getting the Naganet deals out, which is easier than getting Vikavolt. But then you also have to worry about getting energy into a discard pile, which means either you play Shackle or you play a lot of discard. And then you have to also play ways to transfer the energy from the Naganadel to the Vikavolt, which is not ideal. So all of that, I think, makes for a difficult time. Like, you would think the stage 1 would require less space than the stage 2 because you don't have to play rare candies, but then you have to play energy switches, and energy switches is not a card you can rely on finding too easily. So I don't know. Yeah, it's complicated for sure. It's definitely complicated. Okay, we see that we're up against a Jolteon GX deck as well. The Guzma, I think the Guzma is gonna really put me far ahead here. The Zeraora will take me down here because of the Thunder Mountain, so very nice. Not only did he get rid of my Lines Under Labs, but he had the right stadium for the right situation. And I can, as long as I find an energy as a top deck. Nope. Okay, so I can't knock out Zeraora. Ugh, I'm one energy short of KOing Zeraora. Okay. I'm 100% doing this. Ugh, I am one energy short. Why? I can only get 6 energy in play, and Zeraora has 190 HP. And next turn it's gonna be the same, right? Next turn is basically gonna be the same thing. I'm always gonna be one energy away from KOing Zeraora. Oh my gosh, I think I've lost. There's no combination of cards that I can get to KO the Zeraora. I have lost here. There is no combination of cards that I can get to KO Zeraora. Yep, I need him to not have Guzma. I need my opponent to not have a Guzma. I'm gonna Giga Drain for 30. Then I'm still one energy short because I can't find energy, more than one energy. Yeah, there's a Guzma. Yep. Our Lily was awful. I mean, the fact that Lily was priced was awful, rather. The fact that both of our Lilies were priced on turn 1 is what really put us in a terrible situation. We got like, what, turn 4 Vikavolt? That was awful. The game just definitely didn't play out as we would have liked. So, oh well. Oh well, we will keep trying with this Vikaray. I do think Vikaray is quite decent, just not the absolute best deck. Yeah, like it has a lot of potential, but meh. It's definitely not the best deck in the post team up format. Okay. Okay, so I would like to go first. That's gonna be a big improvement here. And then, this is a nice start. I think I'm gonna lead with the Ray, because I can just Volkner for a Nest Ball, and my, well, depends on what we're up against. Depending on what we're up against, I'm gonna choose to, oh, it's, this is Venusaur, so we should be fine, I think. If I had Zeraora, this would be even easier, but because I don't, that might be complicated. Okay, so I would like the 2 mulligans, which is nice. The extra rare candy not too useful, the extra energy also not too useful. I mean, sure, I'll cut the energy too thin, but what did I say? What did I say? Shaymin Venusaur? Celebi Venusaur? Yeah, it's Celebi Venusaur, right? So I'll attach the light. No, the grass in case we get Marshallowed. And then I'll pass. Hello, download 87. We see a crushing hammer, not a big deal. Not a big deal. And does play the Aether Paradise Conservation Area, which means we won't even be able to KO the Shaymin here. Oh no, we will. Never mind. What am I saying? We will be able to. Gonna Volkner for the Mysterious Treasure. And Electech 9, thank you so much. Thank you so much for resubscribing. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Very, very kind of you. Okay, so definitely gonna Mysterious Treasure the Lightning for another Ray. And then I'm gonna go ahead and Strong Charge. Nah, because I'd rather, like, if I get energy out of the deck, like if I leave the energy in the deck, it's pretty okay, because then the chance of me getting rid of a Guzma decreases, right? And that's what I'm trying to make happen. I'm trying to have access to Guzmas, because I might just have to hard retreat to KO Celebi Venusaur at some point to avoid the confusion flip. How many Volkner do you run? 3. 3 Volkner in this. So the Shaymin gets KO'd. Not the Shaymin, the Celebi. No, the Shaymin, yeah. Oh, geez, I'm so confused between Shaymin and Celebi, apparently. There's the DCE, so we're gonna immediately have to deal with the confusion, which is annoying. Which is annoying. I've already lost the switch off of the previous Stormy Winds, so that's gonna be super annoying. And then, okay, so yikes. I haven't flipped. No, I mean, I flip head, so I'm no longer burned. Okay, so I honestly think my best play is going to be to just try and get a one-shot and sending up sacrificial people. Right? So I'm gonna get Shaymin, Prism Star? Yeah, because it has free retreat. And then I want to Strong Charge on the grass here and the yellow here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 240 damage. With Koko, that would be 270, but because of the stadium, I don't have knockout. I am 100% going down no matter what, or I could just retreat into Lele? Huh, maybe that's better actually. Yeah, that. Or do I just try to attack? Let me think this through. I retreat. I remove 3 energy from play, and the next turn I get 2 more plus 2 more from Koko. That's 4 plus the energy for turn. That would be exactly knockout. So I'm gonna protect the Ray, in fact. I'm actually going to protect the Ray. I'm gonna grab the Volkner. Yeah, I'll grab the Volkner. Hello, Henry. Thank you so much for being here. I will retreat into the Lele. If he gets a knock on the Lele, that's fine as well. I don't mind that at all. And then I feel like I should use Koko Prism Star right now. No, because he might target on Shaymin. I'll pass. I'll try and see if he tries to get, like... Worst case scenario would be Countergatcher or Guzma our Ray. The escape rope. I mean, I'll let him have the Ray then, right? I'll let him have the 2 prizes. I couldn't protect the 2 prizes, but I should be able to win next turn. I believe I can deal 300 damage next turn and get a win. No, silly Shaymin. Silly Shaymin. We had 50 plus 20. Oh no, we survive. Oh my gosh, surviving is an issue. Well, we flip heads, I guess. Surviving is an issue. Okay, so I'll Volkner for a nest ball. Surviving is actually an issue. Wow. And then I'll grab Ray. Surviving was actually ends up being an issue. That's my last 2 energy from the deck. And then I will, but no, I will not attach because that's my last attachable energy. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, flip for it? No, I don't want to flip. I don't know how. I mean, I should have flipped the previous turn. That's what I should have done to try and get some attack. Okay. I am doing well, Josh. Thank you so much. How about yourself? Okay, my opponent is thinking a lot about what to do here. Indeed, Josh. I'm glad he likes it. Okay, so we get a knockout. That's awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have 2 energy prized. I have 2 energy prized. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I believe now's the time for Koko. So I will use Dance of the Ancients onto these 2 friends. Like that. And then the Lightning Energy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times 3 is 27, but I have the stadium to account for. So, attach energy to Lily. Lily's a pretty decent attacker as well, and I'm gonna go ahead and Lily for 3. I don't need anything specifically right now. So, and then I will strong charge and fail it because there are no more energies. However, I am going to draw 3 prizes right now, so odds are I will find at least 1 energy. And worst comes to worst, I can use the energy recycler. So Guzma, grass, and grass. That's awesome. No more prized energies. I can discard the energies and then energy recycler to be able to get energy down. We see another Venusaur and Celebi. Or Celebi and Venusaur immediately get played down, but we have Guzma, we have enough energy, so that is going to be game. That is going to be game. That is going to be game. So nest ball. Another Shaymin, that's fine. The game is over at this point. The previous game was definitely awful though. The previous game was definitely awful. And I'm gonna take the KO with the Shaymin, just for fun. I'm going to Flower Storm, the flower Pokemon, Celebi and Venusaur. I don't know if it's the flower Pokemon, but okay. So let's play one more game of the updated Vikavolt, and let's see how we can do. We're 1-1 with the deck. I do expect Lightning to be a tough matchup for this deck because they have easy knockouts on Rayquaza, and your damage output is just not like it can be just as powerful, but you rely on your energy sticking, and that's not easy against a deck that just immediately one-hit KOs you very, very quickly. So we'll see how this goes. Not the best start, but not the worst either. We can, as long as the 2 lilies are prized, we can have a pretty nice turn 1 lily, and we're holding the rare candy. We are up against Lightning. This could be either Zapdos or Zero. We're out with Pikachu and Zekrom. It could be either or. So we'll see how that goes. Your opponent is selecting their starting Pokemon indeed. get a mulligan, which is nice. But don't want to bench the Ray, I don't think. Yeah, no. Getting to 200 damage as quickly as possible could end up being key, so I might just choose 2 Stormy Winds here. You'd like that because at least 190 HP? Yeah, 190 HP would be pretty good for Ray. Potentially unbalanced. So I assume that's why they didn't give it 190 HP, but yeah, that would make Rayquaza even better than it already is. We see the adventure bag grabbing a skateboard and choice band. And we see the Jirachi. Usually those sort of decks don't play any sort of Mars Shadow or Judge, so we'll see. Yeah, 190 HP Ray would be very unbalanced, I think. It's crazy how a 10 HP difference could be the difference between something being utterly broken or actually decently balanced. Okay. And there's a pass finally for our opponent. Okay, so that Energy Recycler is an awkward card to get. I'll discard this for another Ray, I think. Yeah. No. Okay, so no Pokemon prized. No Lilies prized. A bunch of energy prized. We have 3 lightning energy prized. Oh my gosh. That's going to be very sad here. Ooh. Okay, definitely don't think I'll need the extra Ray, so I'll just get rid of it. It's fine. And I will set up a Grubbin. Right? That's Grubbin number 1. And then I will go ahead and use Stormy Winds. Oof. I lost another Ray right there. I'll bench the Grubbin, then I will Lele for 6. Losing that other Ray though, is kind of a big deal. Is there any way we get 200 damage next turn? Probably not. But we can secure the Vikavolt, which is what we want to do. And that's pretty awesome. There's no way my Ray goes down either, right? So I'll just attach and then I will pass a Rooney here. It's nice that Shaymin Prism Star can be another Ray in a pinch, right? That's also very useful. And our hand is looking decent, right? Our hand is looking quite decent. We do have to worry about the GX attack from Jolteon. Therefore, conserving that Guzma is very important. Jolteon can get a one-shot with double electro power on our Rayquazas. Oh my gosh. And we're gonna see a Guzma right here. Are we just going to see an attachment double electro power Guzma KO on Ray? We're definitely gonna see that Guzma based on the fact that my opponent already retreated into the other Jirachi. So the question is he going to knock out? Oh my gosh, there's the electro power. He's gonna knock out the Ray. My opponent is 100% going to knock out Rayquaza here. There's the other energy. There's the Guzma. Onto the Rayquaza. Onto the Lele. Okay. That's understandable. That requires only 1 electro power. Wait, what? He chooses not to. Either use the GX or get a knockout. He's saving the... Wait, what? Okay. So I guess my opponent misplayed there. She intended to KO the Lele but forgot to play the electro power. That was super risky though, because she found the Guzma and the electro power off of both Jirachis. So yeah, probably misclicked and forgot to click on the electro power. I can see how going second with this deck is a really big disadvantage though. Like really big. We win the gun flip, so Like with even a bigger disadvantage than most other decks is what I mean. So not the best start. Thankfully I have the Mars Shadow to reset. He could have used Electro Bullet indeed. I mean, after I saw that she only attacked with that, I assumed she was just going to go for that sort of play and make me waste an energy retreating, but maybe not. I don't know. So let's lead off with a Stormy Winds. Why not? This is some sort of spread deck because we see the Lightning type Oricorio. So this is some sort of spread deck. I just lost a Lily there, not the best thing in the world. And if this is a spread deck, it's gonna have shrines, so I want to save my Lysander Labs. Right, and so here's an interesting decision. Do I Lily for 5, hoping to get a Nest Ball or an Ultra Ball or a Grubbin? Or do I Lily for the Voltner directly? I'm gonna Lily because I would also like to attach an energy this turn. And I find the Grubbin and the Vikavolt, and I already have the Rare Candy, so things are looking good. Things are looking good. As long as we don't get judged or let loose, we should be fine. So yeah, between the two choices, the Alexis, I think going for the Lily was definitely the right choice because it gives you more playable cards afterwards. And there was a very decent chance that we would have gotten one of our 2 Nest Balls, 3 Nest Balls, or one of our 4 Ultra Balls, that's 7 cards, or one of our 3 Grubbins. That's 10 possible cards that fetches the Grubbin that we need to establish on turn 1. So there's an Oranguru. There's a Mr. Mime. Scoop up block. Your opponent's Pokemon don't have any damage counters on them, and any cards attached to those Pokemon can't be put into your opponent's hand. We see an escape rope, that's fine. I will just bring up the other Ray. Trying to save his only attacker because my opponent did not get a lightning energy to start spreading. And yeah, I mean, it depends on how direly you need the Vikavolt for the turn afterwards. Yeah, Alexis, so I wouldn't say, yeah, it's like usually you would go for the Cynthia. There might be instances where you would do something different, but usually the Cynthia there is a good call. So 2 lightning energy are prized. Yep, 2 lightning energy are prized. We have knockout on the Mr. Mime, that's good. I feel like I should just Cynthia here. This spreads to GXs, right? Only. So maybe I establish another Grubbin rather. And sure, I'll grab the energy, though I'll probably just end up putting it back. Or I could attach it, I guess. I haven't attached the energy for a turn. Definitely want to establish another Grubbin. Sure. I mean, I've already committed the Ray to the bench, so I need to make the Rays cost effective. So I need each Ray to take 2 prizes each for me to be able to win this game realistically. Okay. Commits the energy to the Oranguru, interestingly enough. The Electro Chargers and Electro Powers are fancy with the Oricorio. He's gonna get double instruct, but he's not gonna get an attack off this turn either, which is great. Hola Max, hola Josuars, and hello Pounds. I am going to Collinsville indeed. I am going to Collinsville. Oh wait, what? The DC was already on the Oranguru? Oops. I thought it wasn't. Okay, so this Sappy Pom-Poms is actually gonna deal 90 damage. Oh, 110 damage because he played Kukui this turn. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Okay, so I'll attach here, and then the Alaskan Hero, thank you so much. 10 months of subscriptions. Very, very kind of you. Thank you so much for the support. Oh, both of my non-GX attackers are prized. Yikes. So I might choose to use Tapu Koko at this point. I might end up attacking with Tapu Koko Prism Star. I probably am going to, yeah. Because my Delmise and my Shaymin Prism Star are prized. No, my Delmix is right there. Okay, so I have the stretcher, that's good. And then I will Dragon Break for another knockout. I'll probably end up losing the Rayquaza right here to a spread. So it's gonna get tricky here. It's definitely gonna get tricky. We see an Acrobike. I mean, you would expect my opponent to be playing Counter Energy and Tapu Lele's, right? We've only seen Lightning Energy and DC so far, though. We're gonna see a Kukui looking for that DCE, I would imagine. Max, no probé. No probé esa lista. Pero acabo de publicar un video de Charizard con Alola Ninetales justamente en el canal. Ok. Excuse me. So we see a stretcher for the Mime and the Oricorio. The Oricorio is fancy, but yeah, you can see how this deck struggles against spread for sure. Electro Charger, Tails, Heads. I really dislike Electro Charger. If Electro Charger put them back into your hand, then maybe. But the fact that it puts them back into the deck, I think Electro Charger is, for the most part, a terrible card. For most decks, I would say. So we lose our Ray to Anora and Guru, interestingly enough, out of all Pokemon. And that was a huge over KO as well. And then I definitely think I need to Volkner for, only 3 energies. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last I checked, I didn't have any energy left. Oh, there's 3 grass. Wow. Yeah, well, still. Yeah, because I priced 3 lightning, right? 2 lightning. Okay. Definitely think I need to stretcher the Delmice here. That seems like the right call. Ciao, Pietro. Thank you so much for joining us from Italy. And will strong charge a grass onto a Delmice. I will attach an energy to the Delmice, and I will Dragon Break for the KO. So this Ray, the other Ray took 2 prizes. This Ray, whole Ray took 1. We'll see if it can take another one. I would expect it to, but you never know. And if that does happen, then the Rays paid for themselves, right? Each Ray took 2 prizes. I am in the prize lead, so that should be okay. But if I lose a Rayquaza here, then my opponent will be in the prize lead. Well, we just saw an Electro Power and a Choice Band, so now that Tapu Koko is going to deal 80 damage plus the Shrine. That's a KO. Oh boy. Okay, so now we are in definite trouble. Now we are definitely in trouble. I'm gonna use Delmice here. Yeah, lightning decks are really, really good, of course. I'm definitely gonna Energy Recycler back 3 lightning, probably 4 lightning because I still have grass in the deck. And then I am going to bench the Shaymin Prism Star, or am I going to wait until next turn? Yeah, I'm gonna strong charge grass and lightning, grass to the active, lightning to the Koko. And then I think I'm gonna Ultra Ball away the Grubbin and the Vikavolt. And then grab a Vikavolt, and then I will Airy Cast for 5, hoping to establish another rare candy. Nope, that's not going to be the case, so I'm just gonna Powerful Spin. This is a tough matchup for sure so far. Very, very tough matchup. Next turn I might end up using Guzma on an attacker. The Pom-Pom, the Sappy Pom-Poms are useless. My opponent has used 2 Electro Powers. So Shrine and Choice Bands are no longer useful. Ah, the Zapdos though. With an Electro Power, Zapdos will KO my Delmise. Not with the Kukui, however. That's 10 short of the knockout, right? Yeah, 130 HP. Electro Charger. Double heads, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I guess in a spread deck, Electro Charger makes kind of sense. Nest Ball, there's the energy. There's the energy in case my opponent didn't have it. Have you seen the Ray build with the hat ladies? I did, but I don't think it's that great. DC on the Koko and Instruct, looking for 1 Electro Power. Does he get it? Oh, he gets an Acrobite to keep digging. Does he get the Electro Power to get the KO? Oh, he does. Off of the Instruct for 1 into the Acrobite. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's Tapu Koko and Hope. Or Vikavolt. Tapu Koko requires 1 Electro Power. Vikavolt requires 2. So it'll probably be Vikavolt. Right? And definitely KO the Zapdos. So I'm gonna Strong Charge. Yeah. I'm gonna use Vikavolt to attack this turn. But any Guzma will be detrimental. Like Guzma plus Electro Charge KOs Marshadow. KOing the heavy hitter in Zapdos is good though. And I will Electro Cannon. Onion Frank, that is so not very true. We'll see. We'll see what happens. This is the defining turn of the game. 300 damage to that poor Zapdos. My opponent needs Zapdos Energy double Electro Power or Guzma Zapdos Energy. There's a Lily, so no Guzma possible. Enough of Lily for 3. There's no way he can get Zapdos Energy double Electro Power for game. So there we go. There we go. And for the first time ever, I'm going to attack with Tapu Koko Prism Star. Whew. That was insanely close. My opponent's deck was honestly pretty cool. I didn't know what I was up against at first, so I ended up benching 2 Rays in the beginning. If I had known, I would have chosen not to bench that, and I would have chosen to focus on the Delmise as quickly as possible. Then my Shaymin Prism Star was also prized, so that didn't help, but that was indeed a GG. So guys, if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like on the video. It really helps out the channel. And if you're watching on YouTube, live on Twitch, don't go anywhere guys. I will be right back in just a second with our next deck, and you guys get to vote. It can be either Blacephalon or Ultra Necrozma Malamar. Yeah, Blacephalon, disclaimer, only has 1 different card from the previous powerful lists, but Ultra Necrozma Malamar is definitely a very different deck with Viridian City and Jirachis and all of that. So let me know in chat which one you want to see. I will be right back in just a second.